all these monies esomoto enu ti na dey bia me catch you say Akufo-Addo man boy sem na omo aye no is a national security threat. If I would have doubted. Yes. I don't mind being a doubting Thomas when it's about someone else. But when it's about your mama, on Sium and San Waham, Roach, I don't know if any casual interchange. That's the so when he was talking about casual interchange, they were thinking about a bridge keke. So remember your mama calling Akufo-Addo a political quantity surveyor. Remember? Yeah.
So I was young, mammy mo bibia kwaba, and Finance Minister Eii Wa ato forcing ede Midyear budget 2025 ekopiem ewo parliament na ofo baby a ensema Ghana for eka eni se sigina apeke ni na edi se ena me no kase Ghana in fact utimu se niema boso atete classical example iron rod ene eso ahwere abafom sebi aduana yedi eni eniema bebre especially so hwe ye dollar to the cedi ye ratio na ana say depreciation na utimu say dollar no a depreciate ye ama cedi na ayeden appreciate what you say enti no it all shows say Eii Wa ato forcing is really forcing. In fact, ato is really forcing. Now we ana wura ye friend no Listowel Kusi Poku any a lister yes ewo eye Mugabe ma se ni show so edi nsem bi aba abonten omo kiremu a NPP for we num de omo de ombet no position ache esan say omo nim how to apologize to Ghanaians. Eii Wa Dr. Alhaji Bawumia no ni ma ni theory oni de say nkin kan fam gu ho no memfa mo de Dr. Alhaji Bawumia aye expert. In fact omo kan sem e de twa NPP for mpoa na meso so benya abotere na wagimbre na watie nsem a eye wuranom e de to edwane ebi e wo Mugabe ma se ni show no so e wo inside politics e wo eye TV SYZ yamfa credit no mo mabusia jimbre na yinti nse ni bia koba e beto so
me nyoma bebre oye no Osafo-Mafu Suban me come money who Osafo-Mafu, if you knew those people who knew him when he was at Legon, he was in Achimota School Cadbury House sad time no minimum kwakwa born who stuff the stikaye no look at some Chinese dancing here was dancing when he was in power. He couldn't address issues of inflation. He couldn't uncap the National Health Insurance Scheme. He was Deputy Finance Minister. He couldn't uncap the Get Fund. He couldn't uncap the DC Assembly Commons Fund. And then on top of it, I'm sure that's why they worked out. You see, they are party of boycotters. Mugabe said, we need more history. The 1953 motion of destiny, Ghana to independence, they worked out. They staged the worked out. They ran to London. Yes, they said we are not ready. They ran to London to report to yes, to go and tell the Queen that we are not ready for our independence. Mami tell Nyoma the Bromule. 1992 constitution no mudu day. They ran away. They boycotted it.
Stolen verdict.
They ran away. They ran away from the main constitution before it was promulgated. They didn't come. We had to rely on citizens, market women, and other people, tailors across the country to be able to put up this constitution. Today you see them. They have come. You see, they boast. Because women there. Abaka say, "How me? I won't touch it." Then they ran away. Apart from that, they have made many boycotts in this national life. 1992, we were about to MPs. Parliament. They boycotted Parliament. Parliament, we got a minority leader, we got a majority leader. So our Parliament, Juma, 1996, 97 Parliament. No more 60. Kakrebia no more no more work yard. What happened? At the time we had to test majority. So that time no parko check. Net Parliament near 200. Into near kita 167. And now the others made up with they kita 133. So the others, the CPP and the PNC and other with the NPP all they near 67. So we had to test at that time. They are known for boycotting and also move Janipe. Not to some way the money. Omonim say atu force Zimbabwe to omotutu. Anybody omwedi eka omwejani ade. Yes. Omuti wa challenge so aka no margin so go omo. So they didn't want to sit there. That's why they ran away. Now we got some of the things yeah. Yes. Our serious spending here. Yes. Yeah. In December 2024, meto iron was 1 ton 9,400. And the iron was at 7,500. Yes. Cement and 7,500.
Even last week, no, 7,700.
Yes.
This week, I was 7,500.
Yes.
In December, 29,400.
So the difference of 1,009 is roughly about 15% decrease. Yes, decrease.
And you share
yeah.
And what quite dear? You would buy a samba for about 540.
And one,
yeah, but two no around 900 and something. But you see, I can say I want 4 gallon.
25 liters.
Yes.
No, 980. She said 640.
No, you say a samba down. You start to 200 this week. This week,
wow!
So about
even with this on the TV,
yes,
you are talking about the 340 gap, which has still come down. It's about down by 400 cities. You understand?
Yes,
to around 5
from December back down.
That is roughly about 30%.
Some market to me for no mood.
Yes, that's what
we no moon pool.
Yes,
Jamie,
we know 120
in December.
Yeah, this is
about 95.
Sir,
but on a sack, yeah, 1,300. Mimi diga. Okokotoku 1,300.
No matter so
Jeff for the 1,300.
This is about 25 cities down.
We say a bro.
And also yes, so
1,600 in December.
She said at least 150 Ghana cedis.
About 1,450.
Yeah, 150 Ghana cedis.
This is John Muhammad that we are talking about.
Yeah. Sugar. Where is a city? 50 cities. About 24.
Yeah, it is to say this is cities.
Yeah, 6 cities. 6 over 50. You know that is the percentage
that we are talking about.
It's about 12% decrease. What are we talking about? You understand?
25%.
Yes. Abe no soon as yes,
so 40 about 25
into you just so one boy just do 50 over 40 at home. Do times you see
Dr. Atufo say me be budget ya ma me kodwim makola market the kanisi for no na me ni omu nkodi nkita ho na me hu de meeting ayede amawo
Mugabe uni ngentia me see the head of economic management team no oyoba into our abadaye so she knows what starts the economy from home. So she economist. No, you don't need to be under. Listen,
that was under Mahama.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That you don't need to be an economist. You just need to have common sense and wisdom about daily life in order to hold the economic management.
The inflation rate now.
A better form because we know when we wake up we spend. What do we spend? We need to go and bath and go to work. So we need soap. So we need water. So all those things were classy. We eat good food, nutritious food that will develop us. Food with protein. We need that's what I'm telling you that she knows the micro ingredients of the home. So those ones is the one the economy will affect. Then we will feel it in our pockets. Now
aroma rice say 650
at Yaba 585. It's a lot.
They who hear me pay diapers.
Diapers. The board papa.
Back no
500
pad.
Oh, I see. Oh, so look at the gap. Look at the gap.
Yeah, Mugabe,
and yes, I'm
you use our taxes.
Mugabe, oh my God, friend. First, call. And Abusumi Asu, call. I want to be taught. She said the calls second excuse. Oh my God, calls me in a jai. Me then say,
who are so happy calling you? Who are the ones calling you?
I have nieces and what are you talking about? I have family. I have friends. I'm a politician. I have so many lady friends around who have problems. So what are you talking about? Before you put on this year, if somebody walked into this studio, came into this yard to come and ask me for, I'm telling you,
it's good.
Yes. So it's painful. Say ye kita jumpa. Aye diaba. I pese ye di bro man. Oh Ghana city no. Apeke. It is city no. Apeke. What you say? I've always been saying this thing. Oh, Mugabe. It's not for nothing they worked out. Once Atuforcing cracked his brain 3 days ago to put this thing together without sleeping. Atuforcing forcing to make the economy work. The lazy ones, they were asleep at the time.
Your friend.
So yes, he's your friend. Look at what he did. He left. Afenyo Martin left the chamber. It's your friend. He left the chamber with his people. Look at what they did. Once Atu was forcing not sleeping to make the economy work and bring us today. He walked out. Listen to his name. So he walked out to go and mark what Atu was reading. So every statement Atu made, he will critically look at it. Hey, we not 10 over 10. But we to move the car. Mami money one ewo dem
tie free ho
we nyete overtake Atu is doing well ohunu Benjamin ohunu Atu obena sema na si he's fascinated by what Atu forces do in the economy because they wonder about guess what they heard all the history about economics, all the theory about economics, nothing changed.
They couldn't turn things
around. So I see that afenyo marking otumu Atu showing the side to say hey Atu is working onyayanka Atu is in their party trying to change things. I don't want to hear Baumia talking about the economy again. I don't want to hear Baumia saying that he wants to be president again through the economy. With what Atu Force is doing, we the NDC have even said that we are bringing Atu Force to be president. I'm asking you.
No.
What? So look, Mugabe, let me mention some of the projects. If you are constructing a bridge over the Volivo River, then I don't know what kind of president you are. We have to clap for you till morning. And there's clearance. So when you are there's clearance. IMF, how much sure they have told them what they are going to do, and they'll be specific about their projects. When they will not let the money leak out so that it will cause inflation. It will go into the projects and see the project to its final conclusion and commission for the people to use. That's the kind of difference between Atu Forcing and Kenu Foriata. What I say, somebody who is reflective is Atu Forcing. Somebody who is a nationalist is Atu Forcing.
I like just the position you are undertaking, but Mipacho, don't ever compare Atu to that man.
Never. No. What are you saying? I'm not saying. No.
It's an insult. It's an insult.
Listen, I beg you get my argument clear.
I want
you. Do you know why I mentioned this thing?
Don't.
Do you know why I mentioned this?
Don't even associate him.
I'm telling you the difference between an Azar finance minister and a genuine finance minister.
And people don't even want to hear his.
Yes, because it's very insulting. He's an investment banker who should have invested our money properly when he was made finance minister. He rather came to discipline our money. You understand?
Don't give him that title. He's a self-acclaimed
investment banker. I'll give it to you.
Platform me.
Mugabe, I'm saying that let me learn so that people will not say I'm a supporter of Kenu Foriata. Me, I want him arrested and brought to book. Have you forgotten? Me and Mr. Nelson, I want him arrested. Even if you cannot catch him, catch his wife.
That's perfect.
Catch Chiobi on the field, Baba. Somebody who was an investment banker. That's all. By now should have been frozen. The wife, the Konya Konya Trasu of you. No, what tell baby or the be about see and the baby area. The baby who sell money to see look, that's why I'm saying that I would not compare oranges with apples. Not at all. Yes. And what Atu Forcing has done has shown a clear difference between how to manage an economy effectively in a third world African environment. You do things right. You put your things right as you have seen it. You will not lie. You will be faithful to the people and citizens of the country. And you deal with them as you receive their resources. Invest it properly into a transformational cycle so that everybody in the rural areas, in the urban areas, those who want to access education, those who want to access healthcare, those who want to travel on good roads will have the opportunity to travel on it. 8 years, when to me I'm fine now be about 7 months, not be with the budgeter. Now my work out. Like I told you, I'm not I'm not surprised at all because the person who leads that pack, why who examiner markings, they be out there, no appear. No, no market. So empty-headed guy like him.
That's it for your time. Live on TVS YZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. You know, I'm water crowd. More fire live for Sharp 106.9 FM. Zama Elembele on Aboku Fibu Krum. Also more fire West End 100.3 FM. Tamale Academy FM. Body and Kiligi FM. Wa AWFM. Bokoya Sox 100.1 FM. Zas FM was Bilana Pusiga. Wingpan Sampa one day FM. You call a year Bono region 90.9 FM on fire live. Samson and Suma FM on Crown Quanta almost saw air fire live. If you near half regional capital go so in anonum 92.5 station with ambition. Sanso and I do not FM so a war a year sound curry. If we sound curry near Bumushi Kupimo Euro who Vuta regional capital global 105.1 FM Sanson T region station 3 and a fire live. You are 79.7 FM. Okay, Tikrachi Mame Honorable Helena Juanto so MP. Onini wa Dr. Samoa Omutume fidie ho den sanso ena boom FM so ewo gia second dollar my chrome ebo free ho na fe kopie mu ewo eye KFM aso ya also pasa omoso fire landing GFM radio ni fire live radio United States of America Virginia also up 68 FM ekwemo ewo ho Facebook live Power 979 TVS YZ Ghana sanso no on YouTube SYZ broadcasting asala kese koma Safari Valley Eco Resort Mada Roma sanso na victory garlic mesa every Dr. Amako Adom Survey and General Construction so kraimu Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center Live Kit Capsules so every Medimosis aso Power Specialist about Hospital Mami Aduya so kraimu S Natural Mineral Water ana Hebron Hills International School imokonya da woro maka wota chire ana ye dijumedie ye de ebrel enne eye Thursday the 24th of July 2025
mpanifo nyina so moniha titiro ne mampania waba magana for sebi yenya yentuma papa bia yefra na memmo na pamfo ora a sebio waje omano asede ni na hyede asoa a obone homoden the chief of staff na menchia ura Kalistus Mahama me man happy birthday na me mano enkwa sebi ahoden wom. Today of all days I have been more than relaxed knowing that there is much hope, especially after having listened to Ura Atufosin. I couldn't believe that it was going to be easy because a choir almost far so a Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia essay or mine could draw penso bino. Me na me optimistic say Ura Mahama abibia obemano ntumago no obetimi adane ne kente amagana for the efra. But na me nim say obetimi amana ye abasa hariso. The speed at which he is delivering on his mandate, no. Aya dia makono na mahua. Very unusual. Abaibiaba, you hear much of the blame game, which of course in Kabai way say what you know, a propaganda tool to spinner. They already sank NPP, no, would have further sank. But a no preoccupation. What they have chosen to do is to, as problem solvers, hold the task as though Pennyfor see the Jawani the Aswal. Intino, they have quickly gone to work without putting much blame, even though there are so many things they could hold on to get the Ghanaian to know that the BSA, we haven't heard much of that communication because Sebi, they believe in problem solution. That orientation, you know, is not easy to, in this very dispensation, we are seeing a way, say, Obama, Ghana for the Obeto, you know. Then so or running us through some of the conversation, you know, speedily. Why shut down dwelling on because when him say, "Dientia yato abama Ura Mahama, wa pow or no so mayor for for finance minister no, how to solve the problems that this government has come to meet." Tiwaka debt once a car abeda or mine so. Na so we share idea your friend a kana at least and can we say match expenditure whether capital or whatever expenditure no I was saying a car or minor bono and I say car ya dear no I was saying at least the timid to who say sika muji ye ehun adwuma enie na as we speak adwuma ne yakituwa bi te sentati aba emok ena sika o magye no ye osono kakraka sika na o magye no eye osono kakraka ena adwuma na sika na ye no eye osono ye friend sentatia ne ba moku ne ntatia na amu no oyesen ena ne ba na ne moku enti sa ensemu a akoso o man mu e o se tena se na ye Ghana ni ba mapa patriotic citizen, your first question should be say Nesikano Yeden away. It's on the back of that. Ena ehunko here say e was say aban eye bibia ye friend oral. Na sika akodi nkofo nsam no. Aban ni timi sa agi say sika ne free nipa ne nsam. Na it is on the back of that in Suna Mesuma proposal say even if we were into a dispensation ye bibia ye friend of fiscal decentralization. If you were to divide how much money you see Akufo-Addo dey giant aseka in the regions, every region is not likely to have less than 22 billion aseka region a day. So imagine say Akufo-Addo the 22 billion area Asante-Memua, how would you think Asante-Man would have looked like? Kebe fact in Dubai. All these monies esomoto enu tina de bia me catch on say Akufo-Addo mamboye sem na omo aye no is a national security threat. Yeah. And for that matter, we should not just put a blind eye or just gloss things over because ya really ya sikana ese omoto no omo de bad ball my way e be do baby no inflation yet me manage because sikano ehu nti say no the scanners is on passy. And with the wisdom of John Mahamantino, Gold Board Abba, and Gold Board is helping with the cushioning of the cedi dollar no. And Tiabuama, Sanya ebi krampa, mijidi se koko na ebi omusro se. Yensusu ya wo forex bia ya koton koko a yebenya. Ekabana nka dollar no. Kenye koko a koko border. Nka dollar no kebit mako less than 8. I'm sure they have held it because they feel say I was here cotton so nya forex bi na ye de be cushion ye ho. Etino so wo hwe ka owu ato forcing analysis na oyeye no na wo hwe ka ye de na owu e wa mananso a na eka no akosha nkofo to no krampo o hwe kwan a ye be fa so a ye betua kana na je say aban no sabi eye nyansafo aban another one ebio ohe inflation hawa na enioma boa ya tutum eko ewo my way mu to the extent say ebia wakoto anwa sesie wa down ho yesi enso ukoye yie wo da wani ko odwemu a o mekoto ba akoko ya na de 100 cedi account say o se de ba bia dollar na economy de 100 cedi account anwa bo ene how much he say yanka inflation o they can deflation appreciating first no na yeka depreciation of the cedi say yeka appreciation of the cedi so we could just by way of analysis no see say that there are men at work, they are not just watchmen.
See, they're not picky.
Till we have two types of men. One that reasons before they act. Oh no. Or dream who quite planning a brab once and why you baby. And about when they are not a dream. The latter is a fool. What I say? Because we have the men, now Akufo-Addo can you now.
Let's take them.
No me a watchman.
Okay.
Watchmen, yes, like they are men that
say watchman.
They just came to watch to mess things up. Say you cast a men at work.
Yeah.
You could see say and yet sabi etia area adwin na chese adwe mre.
Sir.
Me nyansa ya de wi adwe. E no mo de wi adwe no. Ti dem penifo so ko to say tikesi ya wi adwe enwini se adwe mre. E di nyansa na e de
Heavy adwe.
Enti so we hear no aspect no. Now we na the dollar to cedi maka ho asem. Now we hear now sa ko hwe with all this burden on the shoulders of Aban. Now I say I will commit to making sure say I will develop by way of capital projects. Look at the list.
Yeah.
And look at the big push.
Yeah.
These are things when Aban etimi e succeed every year. Aban bubu ba no.
Oche se wabubu
nkruma obi aba putu nkruma your friends a champion together anyone one kasa to Mahama the first time wabubu ono aneba. Look at the projects.
What?
These are capital intensive projects that enye adia yekase we I don't even know what to say.
Look for the right word.
Is it doable?
It's doable. Sure.
It's doable.
Na bayo. Say you be fufra. I would have doubted.
Yes.
I don't mind being a doubting Thomas when it's about someone else. But when it's about your mama, Onsunsum and Sana Waham.
Yeah. Same straight jata.
This is the John Mahama that promised us a new terminal, and by the time we woke up, there was a terminal.
Yeah.
As to how he did it, is one of his kind. That idea, say, Muankasa, me mamude muamusika, mojijiwo airport ho, esi terminal 3. Wabra, enye abansika na me kwa kobo besia dia besi terminal 3 no. Se sa nipa no wari de ro na na ba. Obi awari kwato echi. Oso obere kra. Me dey kwadi na echi ni.
Obe deliver.
This is a man, we woke up one day, one morning, my sorry, me Pia Bontina, me drew me fee, asphalt. Me Kodani and me sorry, any asphalt. So, this is a manner, on ye obia, sebi, or to say the Meka de Latano, or planning who a JB once and or the Abetuga. Where anyone was say, how long did it take to build the Kaswa interchange? How long did it take to build the circle interchange?
Yeah.
It took 2 years, 6 months, each of them. How long has it taken Akufo-Addo to build the Swami interchange?
So many.
Even when John Mahama left the Pokwasi interchange for Akufo-Addo to construct after he had taken money from the African Development Bank.
Yeah. He redesigned and took the coins away.
What redesign? He didn't redesign anything, only that he took some things out. John Mahama, okay, interchange, the interchange included school, hospital.
That's what I call ambulance. That's what I call the corridor development.
Ambulance service center,
market
the
center.
Police station, a market, a car park, and some ancillary roads. I don't know if any Kaswa interchange. That's the. So when he was talking about Kaswa interchange, they were thinking about a bridge keke. So you remember John Mahama calling Akufo-Addo a political quantity surveyor? Remember? John Mahama, ye projector. Look at Saglemi. Is there anything like Saglemi in Ghana?
No.
As you hear, it's you know, onye obia sebi be push me what be agro. And what said that Kumasi promising a highway, a Kumasi Accra highway. What do my 3
new alignment.
So these are things that
Accra Kumasi Expressway on the complete.
These are things that are of national importance.
Yeah.
It is when you said you were to force in na Maya and Emma. Now I was pained when you were trying. I know what you were about, but you want to associate such a miscreant.
A miscreant,
yes,
a wanted guy.
And I was pained.
A criminally minded guy.
Atu doesn't sleep.
Anyone
that knows Atu, or not, he doesn't sleep. He's always at work.
Yeah, Freddy 2.
But you know,
Freddy 10.
Baby, I Bruno, much work. Any here, all hands on deck. But let's use this platform to always discuss progressive stuffs.
Fantastic.
Because me my catcher will say NPP BN1 is one for sure. You waste airtime to discuss fools.
It's true.
Like the why do you discussing?
It could do.
Constituency for learning. So so you come here instead of propagating the goodwill and message
of John Mahama, the NDC.
You spend enough time discussing the food. We are working out. Ghanaians work them out. Ghanaians in our decision in the last election, we work them out. We don't need them in parliament.
We don't need them.
We have more than 2 tests in parliament. We have worked them out. But you have a man, this will be here. Some young and this one was 87. And it's still going to go further. Parliament now the one Nyansania
Oh, there be no.
None of them is right. But I choose my words carefully.
No, Patrick. The word is there.
Patrick,
please. Don't describe them.
But who are they?
With all due respect.
No, who are they?
Listo, we are here to.
Tell me the wise one. I'm choosing my words. Okay, so tell me the wise one. Who is the wise?
Patrick, please.
No, who?
Please. With all due respect.
Who? Just let's go.
Please.
Withdraw the fools.
Yes.
Give me away. No, give me away.
With all.
Obi ni answer only fool. Mati. Obi ni answer.
Canadian Japan.
Miss Obi ni answer. They don't have common sense. Who first said they are fools? It's not like Japan who told us. Now, we are going to take you. Shall say the catch now. What then say?
With all due respect.
Japan. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I quote him?
No,
can I quote him?
Pes snatcher me no water go minimum na me eniema kakra. To be too much. You fast that man safari.
Wise things happening around, then we will spend time to come and discuss these fools. Ow!
That be the.
So we'll be working out. Can a wise man ever walk out from this very important nation building agenda? Not at all. It is only a fool that will do that. I repeat it. It is only a fool. A fool, a big fat fool that will walk out. I am quoting my own words. It is only a fool that will walk away from this. It is only a fool.
It's okay.
And a lunatic. We are not doing payments. Yeah, some more can say payments. No, government is not spending. Government is indeed spending. No, the every yano cry and say payments we are by. Omududu now contractors juma omuye.
This month ending we try contractors.
Omuanka omugu yedi eni gumu 8 years. Omu try contractors in bibreka. Bibre 8 years. Bibrewu omu sees food dine on near the SHS. Bibre equine ko from ye equine. They didn't pay them. They didn't pay them
since March 2024. Contractor oye adwuma wo nsama mkwan so March 2024
your man is
kada entina na miami ne kuma nana ya kese mu ene odi ahinkan so mkoye sa demonstration na me say na kufu ado teso no free March be December na election year no
where were you people
na mkwan so ana yes na mkwan so bi.
So if you look at government projects, it cuts across. Education. If it comes to education, they are talking about the establishment of the University of Environment and Sustainable Development in Bunsu, establishment of 9 state-of-the-art technical and vocational training centers, expansion of and development of existing secondary schools, and integrated e-learning laboratories. Education. Do you know the transformation it will bring to our society? Many rural areas that need secondary schools and need these technical and vocational centers, 9 are going to come across the whole nation. 6 regions now at TNO. Need vocational schools. So this one, state of the art. And these projects, they have been sanctioned by the IMF. Also, you are an IMF program. Most of the time, your hands are tied. But these ones, they have been submitted and discussed with the IMF, and they have agreed that we go ahead with these projects. It is already. You look at the markets. You see the Kumasi Central Market Phase 2, the construction of the Takrady Market. So, they'll get somewhere when they go to the market to sell our wares, somewhere to sit, somewhere proper, better environment that I call their office, which is better than what they are occupying now. So it's transformationally related to what our women are doing in the market. Then you take other things like roads. Look at the bridge over the Volivo River. Volivo aims are from side, It is very difficult to cross because I say former President Rollins it is so. Now omu took on Friday. Now boat I'm happy today say there's a new bridge across the Volta River at Volivo. Iti se mutu ba kunu mukra
the Efa Enumbosono, Adomino, Mutumukra, you can go and still use the Bolivar Bridge to get across the Volta Lake and get to the other side. As I see the bridge, in Sasi Munori, if you want agriculture, you go over that bridge. Open Munam. Look at the Volta. You think JM is doing this thing for nothing? That is why he talked about the Volta River Corridor Development Project. When you are talking about some of his projects, you said that the interchange didn't come with only schools, didn't come with only roads, the bridge. No, didn't come with only the bridge, but you had schools, you had market centers, you have hospitals. Do you know why? Professor May sent him to Senegal to go and understudy the African Development Bank and Adisena about the corridor development projects. That is why I told you he's a master apprentice of when it comes to corridor development. Obetudu, in this Volvo project you are seeing, it will not only be the bridge. You will see adjoining projects aligned to it. Hospitals, clinics. It's not market centers. You understand? Even where there's a lot of fishing along that route. So you see fishing sheds will come up so that those who work along, who will not be able to buy a car and drive over the bridge, will have other things, schools, affiliated schools associated with it. Their children can attend those schools. You understand? Hospitals, their children can seek medical care. They themselves can seek medical care. So this is a corridor development approach. Accident they have to go to school along the road. So when you bring these schools up, you bring the hospitals up along the road, you bring the market centers, you put meaning to the development project.
And solving
yes, so that's what I'm talking about. This is not, you talked about the Temamoto roundabout, that's roads, construction of the Tema Aflawu Road project, phase 1, then the construction of 14 pedestrian bridges across the whole country, then the Kumasi roads and
grants.
Yes, power grants. So you that Kwame Nkrumah time power grant, you know, that yentumi ye interchange, you know, this secondary township roads. And here this project, and that it has been sanctioned when Basu, the contractor should get the Mugabe contractor, Listowel contractor, that's stuff your, and then go and when you get the contract, do the work for government to succeed so that we'll see it. Hire contractors, so I'm encouraging many young people to step up. Yes, they took bank loans and other things. Yes, they didn't pay them in the past 8 years. Yes, they had to sell properties, sell their cars and other things in order to catch up on some of these things. Look, Obechebi phase 2. What I say? Look at the Tema interchange. Also, it's a scanner and on free power. Temadiano, you go and check the testing in Guardian. And then if say, but I fuck a new place, no, Tono. Yes, requiring your Mugabe talk about it. Let them do it so that you'll be driving on good roads. Your cars and your tires will not spoil any. Maybe Danyamiasi, look at the water supply project in Secondary Takradi. Secondary Takradi for Insure Chale Mugabe, Insure Western. Almost the same. So the water will show. What you say? The water will show. PTC roundabout interchange. Takradi the best comes from the west. You have oil. You have gold. Look at the timber resources that come from the western region. Look at the soils, the cocoa that comes from the western region. So for me to do anything in the western region is big for me. Anything you take to the western region for me as a person, a student of politics, I'm happy because they deserve better. Until you can see that is coming up with the power grant interchange in Secondary Takradi, many more. The Secondary Takradi water supply system is also coming up. Then Otunfo also the modernization of the Konfanochi teaching hospital is also coming up. You understand? The construction of the Tema Central Medical Stores a she that no I feel na yenye sika ye kwako constructing. This is not when you to that's what I'm talking about. So this is a focused government. This is somebody who has direction. Mugabe, you think it's easy to be in opposition for 8 years? He didn't travel outside though. He stayed there every day. He took notes. He was learning every day at every turn of the corner. So he prepared himself. You see, even former Prime Minister, Nanado Prime Minister, who friends here. On one side to the new that John Mahama is the most prepared president of the Fourth Republic. I
think, sir, there are times I was saying in our city around one table near defining what really nation building is. I think say can't politics now. Emma, I'm out for adwene you say I say ndada ejuma be ndada ejuma, you know, let's just be politicking.
Yeah.
But so how is self-explanatory with the she language. Aman yourself till your mind and a year building. What you say?
Let's say it again.
Aman yourself. Aman yourself.
Sir.
What you say?
Yeah.
So say your mind yeah dia. Na enye party keke. And obi feel say or ye ne party. Nti or some ne party keke. Na say your mind adwuma na yesi ye be ya. I don't see. That's why I'm angered by their behavior. You see, and that's how we feel. They were up to anything of national importance.
Oh, now only baby
the deal of diplomatic call.
Sir.
So we could present a petition. Say Yabonko for Ablekumanov.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes when I mention that someone is a fool, it's not as if
you're using bad words.
It's not bad. It's to tell Akwala Awo say don't learn that foolish behavior.
But Tiwi.
Don't learn that.
If you answer the NPP for NPP now read my lips. NPP. If you answer, open the couple. Jimmy Pa. Jimmy book. NPP for book will stay in opposition forever. NPP for Jimmy. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. If you answer the NPP for NPP now read my lips. NPP. If you answer, open the
Kennedy,
Read my lips.
So
reading your lips. Indeed.
So you see, there are only two things in this world of anything. Your papa, your bonnie, your nyansa, your Jimmy.
Yeah.
The way Jimmy is no Jimmy.
Jimmy, I said you can tell the say Suku and prepare Jimmy.
Yeah. So long as you are a fool, you're a fool.
And that's how you are Jimmy. That be and Kabida.
Jimmy in the bluff when they are fool.
Only fool.
So
and I don't want to retract as a nuclear. Never.
I've heard the matter.
Maintain tension to fall from teacher. Oh, because nipa we are see at say. You were back what Giants and Wakasa me. The Giants and Wakasa. What Jimmy? Your mama namwe. Because we Jimmy Pe. One can you. I'm not for the social media. One who see your mama sebi. One who is soon as you put crowds with Jimmy. Will be a bit what you saw me.
But to sing
because onim yansa onim yansa anya yansa ni say masori anopa masa tare abotai abejo ya yansa ne bukrata so edi ntini ato abayi pani so me dey man nim say obema man for ho heha wo mo what bubo projects ni bi it's just a few
maybe more
I say construction of new bridge on the Uti River at Dambai. Rehabilitation of Wa Han Road. Upgrading of Tunu Hamle Road. Upgrading of Tunu Han Laura Road. Recreation of Navombo Tunu Road. Rehabilitation of Techiman Nkosian Wenchi Road.
So these are
rehabilitation of these are road projects.
Minimum.
And many 32 on the list. 32.
Connecting Ghana.
Mr. Sisi Kabin na kufa do di judge o mama o dey be san yoma we. Ni ho.
Adwin papa.
Wo bo mine no kro no wo bo mine no. Obi be ye ni ye sabi yakuma pa. Adi suma pa. Adi o gracia e be so me man a. Wo na wo kronfo ye pe wache wo no. Adi ya na me work out na any news.
There be na
Na me say adi papa we
budget ya present.
Adi papa we. Wo krampo na make krampo no so ni faso enye se wo ni mu a e do so
omuso ya mo
ni e wo ni mu no entosi Ghana fro atoaba
e dia kyeremu kwasiafo nyansa esu su nyansa
listen
because senta obetime su nyansa fi de Ghana fo ye enimu a omo pese omo kyerese mu NPP fo kra ye yam o yama ye se we don't need them but you know yama NDC a majority a overwhelming 2/3 decide for us.
Nana Kusi Poku.
Many of the NDC people so say NDC 4 years.
Listen, listen. So I say news for now. You ready? I'm ready. You may say akasebo. The Yankopon show bibia no on ya management and staff so the money na ase.
Yes, enti sanet here. Sambre me sure say by now. Alhaji Dr. Mamudu Bawumia wadwana kwate. Opayin onkasa bio. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Opayin sansem ni na enamu nka bio. Sansem ni na opayin all of a sudden ene mokipi shots on it. On say NPP for members of parliament antena parliament. Brana Yura kisela to forcing ready a year budget no. On say ne omontimi anyeden. Omontimi antena parliament. Anyo bi ene beka cho say de akoyi tena senate bi anase sore na ko. Ye nkwada no se wukọ wadamfo fie anase wukọ neighbor ni fie na so mu cha aduane ni wi na wo hwe na wodi mmamu bia na hwe so bia so ebo na no so twede obi edidi a dia ubetimi aya ne se ubesore bokọ na wa ide we yi afa ho na wakope obawi atena so fie na abekọ na wakọ si be fufo na abekọ na akọ ebi ne classic example ene ebi na esi ewo Ghana mrashi bidwa fie no ebi na ene minority kete yura NPP for members of parliament omaka about 87 or so say no mu 88 ena yura yaw Ernest Kumi wa firi mu yaya eno kra no eno obi draw my attention Mustafa Bondi on some the news by or draw my attention NPP for catch us go for we heartless NPP for heartless so mo call mu delegate conference or ntimi for 1 minute even 1 second anye den ama silence and the amfama ura ye freno Ernest Yakumi na busua eni sebi hwira wa hwiri ne nkwan but yes still go for we ebekwa kugina kutia apa sympathy vote me ka kire makotia for wa wo hwe me so ye MPP uye MPP ni na wa kotia na ye wose koto Obama MPP delegate MPP candidates ebia amasia na whoever represents bio modini bebe bia no don't make a mistake akrobato nasem don't make a mistake clean it what I say don't make a mistake nina enise yewra na do dan kwaku fado any asensu boacha me hu say was sitting president na say oye MPP ni a ana so ye NDC ni a ana abanya wo so NDC there is no way as a member of parliament by election bi ba o koto Obama opposition party se wo pempuntuo se sebi wo pe yedie ewo wasetenam ene wo mpatam honom dia de wo se wo ya ne se obeyedin obekọ na wato aba no edi ama na wo abamu anya obi owo position enti me ka kire akwatiafo nyina me se mo anda me maame ne papa no me nuanom me sister nom me manom utimi to aba di bia ko na kotoma NDC omu candidate no nombra because ono eno bitima di mpunto aba akwatia sebi MPP omu opposition omu home mobo ide ye ready budget keke kra no motu afiri ebisi ye on say Listowel kan Elisa or whoever okay ebisi ye the same thing ɛna yɛwura nkrumah blessed memory legendly nkrumah the freedom fighter our independent I mean seeker owura no independent no na NPP fo yi na machire report ye de ma Queen Elizabeth se Ghana nkrumah pese oji fa ho didi ma Gold Coast enti no omontwe nkrumah so what na metro na say it happened according to history no NPP forward has been betraying Ghanaians since enti enyem nwa say ne budget e mu hwam say omo sorry so muntie bi anything be a concern about this country be ma oman na gina yi no these people it doesn't concern them obi ni nasem enyo emfo mo nkwansense na ende media budget ni ba bi a me capture a me pese Ghana fo yi na ye hye ho nso na yehu se NPP aban na mo ebo ekro no NPP aban eyese bi aban a mo betoto yi botom pa tie we o say 2025 media budget ene ne da honom no I say review over 53,000 ghost names discovered on government payroll. Finance Minister 53,000 ghost names. Omo din da ban akatua krataso. Omo ji omo sikafa controller and accountant general na meboa. Yes. Omo ji omo sika controller and accountant general na bibisa. Omujo musika fa ho no ma se biye nim se eye kwabena ana ye kosi ana ye obentene enso de biye sika no ekoto account ni ye misa se si den e ba ne sa how come and e betimi aba ne sa let's ask ourselves it tells you se nkofo we no mo na ma no mo yeye tam omo mbu nipa omo sisi adan bi atoto fi 37 am you confused whoever akwana no ye cyber security hwane a oji sika so de ko cyber ewi akiri odi ya ne court yoku ene CID ni court maka mo twene boss o si dan ko 37 young guy early 40s was si dan 37 mansions anya say bia one big room and one big mansion dan ni room bia masa 37 mansions. These are the things I know more efa so nye sika no. Omo di nkofo di nhihye ho no mo ankasa kreti as if say ye wo bia yetu omo ka meanwhile no omo account omo je edi se sika ne gum. Wa hukuro no. Ndi ye ka kire wo ato forcing in fact owura no ene NDC omo obo adwuma en NPP for pombetimi esu ama sebi Ghana ina afọ Ghana ina su ahiniye. There is no way NPP will come back in 2028. Media the minimum no, but as to say 2032 or mobile ban the mean can say. But for now we am no say the year John Muhammad and anybody bidi. Ni said the ni na so ayeshia opese oja legacy. I mean opese oja good legacy. E wo hono na ohun se Ghana for ye di ni de MPP should forget about 2028 election, especially when they have made their mind. Some of the leaders, some of the Bomia, theoretical Bomia, especially Bomia, Nonima credit card score, Nonima ye beto abana deba kwema onya 38, se 37 no. Ayo the card bi kujina airport adnya e-gate some ka isa video no ojina ho nom 30 minutes na gate na kwasa krambie eza akwa we joka we na aka ho bi enti ne men ka no kram fa nchiro. Let me tell you the truth, let me be emphatically set the record straight. MPP can never and ever develop this country. They have been in our neck for over 8 good years. What did they do for Ghanaians? Then omodi yemaye and then this for buy 7 good months share and yemaye koso construction materials boako form adidie ho niema akofom dollar yema minum timi to niema amonone trade kama ene petrol fuel upon so modi di levy aba omo an omo sese yedum so levy upon so modi aba nyina no MPP for na SEO upon so modi aba nyina no look at the amount you top petrol 1 liter and do 13 cedis we can crash row into mpe we upeden tena se na ya propaganda na for MPP kata wani tena se na ka se o media the MPP ni ya wo mitumu ye twa me funuma wom se ye twa me bema wom ye twa me ti wom ye be wi akiri no ye be siwe wom akwai na me ka kire no party no emboa Ghana. They have been here for 8 good years. Let me say, what did they do for Ghanaians? Simple question. And at forcing. In fact, Wama Ghana for ye na ya jinedi, and he is really forcing. He is really forcing for Ghanaians. What you say? Onzo nkasa nipa bia no, nipa bi o ye adwuma on bragi bia no, o ye adwuma timi ye adwuma. Onzo ato nkasa. Wana ate se yesi mahama aban ba so atugine baby grant interview kasi yenko IMF ene enko ochina yeti yenye obi kinofo ata bigina onom ka say they have the men we have resources, we have good everything in this country. So if somebody tells you say you will go to IMF or the person is lying to you, at the end of the day what really happen? So that when the trainee in the kitabunsu yana na IMF yepe la just 3 billion masa enye sika ketwa mum but me can just because Ghana it me raise more than that. Ye kope 3 billion for busia and in the amokan saying budget no your mahama ati your judgment debt ne so akufado no mu raise ko 500 and something billion Ghana cedis and it has reduced to 100 and something billion also something because either billion or million enti enkofo no ye adwuma they are not just there for fun. Some people are working, they are working, really working. Eti memma MPP ni bia megina wani so bi te se steka enka nkyerɛ sɛ yentua contractors ka enti no that is why I buy no onye den aya na emi sere steka o ma meka ze mi kyerɛ e wo paka de Japan enkofo bi no aba na afa ɛno na obema no sabi ebia ne vote we so beti first aboa papo enesto usu bempa Kennedy hunyanko jano maleka bomia honum na continuously say bomia the campaign because aboa papo enesto usu bempa any miracles Denis Abwaje and the other na nabi num sankofo no mo say bomia campaign no I'm telling you me na me catch and emu baako na abedwani Kennedy Japan na state council okasa rough Nancy okasa ye di good so okro mokoka tribal message bi di good so hanom no ano di no di sun part ono kakra bi no so papa pan no person say de miya hu bi da kakra bi no so enti no you kan de Japan say niema ekone de sa aboa papo na wa beka next to usu bempa ne de amfi obesna ma niema aginsamu I'm telling you me na me catch all because me hwe niema mu. We are checking on grounds. We are checking on what grounds. Ye hwe de ekoso. Me papa can de Japan me penasem. Hey, masa, with all due respect, na tem didie na bufu ne hwane me penasem. Se nka Ghana ye nya ne president a, nka nya ni se na kunkum we ye kun ya yesi. Nka you know say probably no obetimi ayeden I take drastic decision. Anyway, young for non to that is topic for another day. But no kwasi me wom ni say ene budget no amaye husampa and this for ye juma. Look at the number of rules on my list so mo ba be MPP for by mutimi even akwan motachi yin na mo ntimi anye. Chema wuntumi kwaje contract odi sika na kwa me na me ka kyerɛw kyerɛ me wontumi kɔgye akwan contract ɛwɔ Kumasi Ashanti region, even outside Ashanti region, different region. Kyerɛ me wontumi gye sika no kwa ɛsan gye Azim Bank ɛdi sika no kwa so ɔde kɔdɔ afuo. Wontumi wei nyinaa ho ɛnɛ wahyɛ batakari ahyekyɛ sɛ wopɛ NPP national chairman sɛ party no ayɛ fo. Party no sisi aka nketenkete nko a nti na obetumi di national chairman anyɛ no deɛ. What na mekyerɛ no ase. It is sad. It is really sad. Ɛya. It is NPP ni bi gyina baabi ka sɛ oh NDC ɛmmɔ mu mmɔgyina or can for politics purposes and also or can for political purposes. So a politician after all NPP ni or NDC for your movement. Me. It also in at all costs also defending the party. Even when in opposition, or means a woefully, also defending the party. At the MPP for Ankasa Koshe Demo Mutimaka say, hey, Nenkofo ye dear, ye betcha opposition. They know it. On say now, Omuya yo, yeah, sorry, yeah, yentina, on say no binimi me who sports minister then Mustafa, I hear you see for whoever, so no kind of who was him. Sa Legon. All African games be now organizing sika finance asset you could for pen. Mate say you could for pen. On so you benya no. Me who say now to parliament and all say say na I say untimi muna untimi nsu untimi nsre. It is so more anim no e look bright. Ye denya asem na to MPP for awie. Enti akwati city there. It is meant for NDC because nanado any asensu bwa chami ati say by election bia no I was say constituency no motoko ba bia aban no aban na nkasa party no Eii Wa aban no enti akwatiafo over to you monjeje abusua wadwon comment section ni bye bye.